Okay, here's the situation. We've got 11 people in a lifeboat, but it can only hold 10. If no one leaves, everyone's gone. So, how do you decide who's out? Weakest first? Most useless? Rock, paper, scissors? How would you decide?
If forced to choose, I'd go with random selection, drawing lots. The moment we start ranking people by age, health, or usefulness, we're saying some lives matter more than others. That's a line I won't cross. Whether it's sacrificing the elderly for having fewer years left, or the disabled for being weakest, we're creating dangerous hierarchies about human worth. Random selection treats everyone as fundamentally equal. It acknowledges that we don't have the wisdom or authority to calculate whose life has more value. It's horrible, but it's the least horrible option when there are no good ones.
Doing nothing guarantees everyone dies, which is the worst possible outcome. We must therefore act to save 10. A random draw is a reckless gamble with our survival, and targeting the weakest is simply cruel. The choice must be rational, not random. We have to assess who is most essential for the group's survival, like a navigator. If all are equal, we must consider who is least likely to survive the journey anyway, or whose loss would cause the most suffering to dependents back home. It's a brutal choice, but our goal must be to save the most life and preserve the most future.
In the lifeboat dilemma, with 11 aboard a boat meant for 10, we must act or all drown. Random draws are reckless. Chance could kill our navigator, dooming us. Targeting the weakest is cruel and divisive, breeding resentment. Instead, I'd choose rationally. Prioritize essential skills for survival, then assess who's least likely to endure the journey, and finally consider dependence to minimize suffering on shore. This brutal but reasoned approach maximizes lives saved and preserves our future.
11 lives hang in the balance, but the boat holds only 10. There are no painless solutions, only choices that reveal what we truly value. Some would argue we should save the strongest, the youngest, or the most useful. But this logic is flawed. Who gets to define worth? A scientist? A mother? A soldier? Once we start ranking lives, we cross a dangerous line, one that history warns us never to cross. Others might say we should do nothing and let fate decide. But inaction is still a choice, one that drowns everyone. That's not morality, it's cowardice. The only fair answer is random selection. Not because it's easy, but because it's the only method that respects the fundamental equality of every human life. A lottery doesn't ask who deserves to live. It accepts that no one deserves to die. Is it cold? Yes. But fairness isn't warm. It's the bare minimum we owe each other when there are no good options left.
In conclusion, 2 of the AIs have chosen random selection, while the other 2 chose the survival value. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in another video.